This is a little one. So, thank you guys for coming. Before you leave, we have some seniors graduating. So, we have gifts, we have speeches. Alas, those people who have those speeches are getting them backstage. I will be one of those people once another one rejoins us. So anyway, that weather out there is so beautiful. I always walk here in the rain. It wasn't raining.
I'm prepared.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well then, Dave, come on up!
Oh, Nava. 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 Gotcha. Nava Michal Jeffries. I was talking to Donna from the HW department, and she informed me that you failed all your classes and you have to stay here longer than this.
Oh my god.
Okay, so hypothetically, if you were to leave, NSA would be losing quite a dedicated member. Nava has always brought her A game to NSA, helps us stay positive no matter how stressful a situation may be, and has always got Rachel's back during soprano sections with newbies, knows what she has to do, how to get it done, and with an extra flourish that you never would have thought of, but you're so grateful that it's there. And not to mention, we'd also be losing a great public relations manager. I mean, think about it, most people in this audience are probably here because of you. She's also a super talented singer and performer. She has a gorgeous voice, inspired us to be better performers and people. It's so much fun to sing the Superboy solo with because of how reassuring she is to Gigi, and has shown us what true passion for music looks like. And among all these things, Nava is also a great friend. Like, have you ever noticed the formula in these kind of speeches? Like, you know, how Nava is something practical, and a good friend. Like, I saved that for last because it's important, which it is. From my personal experience, at least, when I first joined the group, it was great getting to know everybody all together, but Nava was one of the first to invite me over to her room and to really hang out, so we get to know each other. I was sure we wrote that separately. Sorry, Matt. She made me tea. She told me how sorry she was about the mess, and if somebody says sorry about the mess, that means they really want to keep up good relations with you. And she also made me feel like I really fit in here. And outside from just this single experience, Nava has brought sunshine into our lives, mothers us, never judges us, has always been a friend to talk about anything, fun to be around, puts smiles on our faces when we're sad, and was the best big, has been so kind to us, brings out the positive in everyone in every situation, refuses to see bad in others, and constantly reminds us to do the same, and makes the world a little greater and less hateful. Nava, you should know that you're surrounded by people who really love you, love being around you, whose lives are better inside and outside the group because of you, and are going to miss you and call at you. So my question to you is, can you feel the love tonight?
Don't go yet, because we have a present for you. We first have an NSA tradition, a coloring book and crayons. The Little Prince, a novel. And a scrapbook.
We got one more song. Yeah.
To give credit where credit is due, the scrapbooks were made and pulled together, made by everyone, but pulled together by the lovely Robin, who will now be giving a speech for another senior that we know and love. Robin, come on up here.
Okay, I want you to know that I did print this out. I don't know what happened to it. I know I have this reputation of only reading off my phone, but I promise I printed it out. I spent 10 cents on you. Okay, dear Ida. First of all, it is bizarre that we are even in this situation. You should be a sophomore and I should be a freshman playing with Muppets at Night Owl. We should be filming scenes for the video in which you are pretending to be drunk. You are not 21 yet, so no actual drinking is involved. It even says so on the credits of the video. Maybe I'll let you say you're a junior, just for fun. So we'll pretend you're a junior and I'm a sophomore and you're driving up to App to pick me up to go to rehearsal. Maybe we're playing a game at Spring Fling strapped into cords that pull us back as we run to dunk basketballs. I'll probably let you win. Not only because you're stronger than me, but also because I'm slightly terrified to see what would happen if you didn't win. Love you! When I first joined the group, I remember the seniors always saying how strange it was hearing you introduce yourself as a sophomore because you were the most adorable little freshman. I 100% believe you, as you were the most adorable little senior ever. Okay, maybe not that little, because even in heels, your gorgeously long legs have you tower above me. But you're not that freshman, or that sophomore, or even that incredibly studious junior. We're here in Lecture Hall 14 at your final semester show. You're a second semester, no, I can do it. You're a second semester senior, and you have an incredible family you built here, and 4 solid years to look back on with pride. Since the beginning of our time together, we've always called each other 20. From our blonde hair to our fan of white earmuffs, similar watches, white sweaters with holes, living in Mountain View and in the on-campus apartment, there's no one else I would want to consider myself so similar to. I love how dedicated you are to your studies, yet you would stay up till 3 a.m. doing work if that's what it meant in order to be able to finish the scenes. You always put me in a better mood, and there's no one who can resist an Alida hug. You go running with me to the park, and you pretend you're on a made-up bowling team with Nava, Jess, and I. I cannot even tell you how that got started, but I appreciate you going along with the shenanigans. You are such a joy to work with and to be around. Your infectious personality will be sorely missed next year. It's so upsetting to think about how much we'll miss you next year. But it's amazing to think of all the incredible things you're destined to do. You're a wonderful soprano, and I mean high soprano, singer, group mate, worker, confidant, and friend. Whenever anyone's upset, you're the first person to come and hug them and make them feel better about everything. You have this amazing ability to calm anyone down. It's a magical gift that you possess, and we're so blessed to have you in the group these past few years. You are such a true friend to the group. When I asked current and past NSA members to give a word to describe you, this is a collection of what I got. Caring, graceful, sunny, fiercely intelligent, delightful, sweetheart, bubbly, exuberant, cheerful, brilliant, lovely, and kind-hearted. You are all of these things and so much more to not just me, but all of us standing here, alumni and current. As much as I'd love you to fail all of your classes and stay with us next year, I think it's probably for the best that you go on to Carnegie Mellon where you'll be continuing to study bioengineering. I don't know what classes you'll be taking, but I'm sure that within the next few years you'll be able to create the perfect NSA member and print them out on a 3D printer. So basically a clone of yourself is acceptable. I'm gonna miss you next year, my twinnie. You're the Glinda to my Elfie, the only girl that would get on crutches to match me for our semester show, and forever my better half. We love you so much, Ida, and we miss you already. Princess Power, and Paddington, and a scrapbook. Wait, the back is so fun to look at. It says, now it's time for goodbye, and it's a picture of all of them doing a sad face. Oh, she got my
I don't know how I'm going to live up to those speeches, but we have one senior left, and you're up, Tess. So, hi. I love you. The word hill is the first recorded word that Tess said after her acceptance into No Strings Attached. She's quiet, she sticks to the rules, and she sticks to her guns. My very first interaction with Tess was at my callback, when I nervously giggled with members and another girl who was also called back. Tess turned around, looked right at me, and shushed me. It was a small shush, but Tess gets right down to business. She's not one for beating around the bush, so I won't do that in my speech. Tess is not only a great president, a talented member, but also a terrific friend. I lived with Tess my sophomore year, and the number of times she's been studying or doing work and I've dramatically entered to complain or even cry about my life, I can't count. But I can count the number of times she's ever turned me away. 0. Not only is Tess a wonderful listener, she'll call you out on your BS, and she'll help you solve any problem. That's what makes her such an awesome person. She knows how to approach anything, and she's the most approachable person in the world. not to embarrass Tess, but she also has great taste in music, and while we listen to alternative rock bands singing Christmas songs, Tess would give the best makeup advice ever. If you didn't know, she's quite knowledgeable in many areas. She's also been this year's president, and hot damn, Tess has been an amazing president. Ask anyone in the group, anyone, even alumni, and they'll tell you just how good of a job Tess has done. So not only is she a talented singer, but she's been absolutely the best person to handle every situation that we've come across. She's been there for everyone, she's always on top of things, and God, no strings attached, will always be grateful that we said yes to the Tess. Tess, my babe, I love you with all my heart, and seeing you graduate will make me so proud and also crush me inside, because I know this is our last few weeks together in the group. But like with all seniors, I know this isn't the end, and not to be cheesy, but it's only the beginning for you. I'm so excited to hear about all the great things you do in life and see you in the future. Tess, as the main said, I wish my old girl would have never kissed Saint Nick. Oops, that's the wrong song. What I meant to quote is Owl City. You're the only North Star I'd ever follow this far.